Hello and welcome all lovers of indie games. JRPGs have been a staple in gaming before I was even born. Adventures that have deep stories with companions you take along with you, and games that normally have a minimum gameplay of around 50 hours to complete. I adore these games for their ability to give players adventures that you'd never see anywhere else. I mean heck, look at all the Final Fantasy series, that has produced not some of only the best JRPGs, but the best games ever made, period. I've searched the web to find 10 amazing upcoming JRPG games that we can all enjoy in 2023. Let me know in the comments below if you're going to be taking up a sword and adventuring with me into any of these titles. So let the countdown begin. Let's kick off the list in at number 10 with a truly unique, strange mix with Flowstone Saga, a Tetris-inspired JRPG adventure featuring an epic story, charming characters, stunning pixel art, and epic music. Follow a grand story set in the mystic Ocean's End Islands full of memories, ancient ruins, pirates, treasure, and frogs. The combat style the game has offered us is something truly unique as it blends normal JRPG adventure with the puzzle of the falling blocks of Tetris. Using the power of falling blocks, weave together powerful combo attacks, use elemental powers, throw items, and sabotage enemy attacks. By clearing lines by playing a Tetris game, you'll deal damage to the monster that you're fighting with a regular attack. You can aim to clear multiple lines at once for much more powerful blows, but obviously it's trickier to do. The story centers around building your home of New Riverstone as you aim to defend against enemy attacks and recruit new allies to your cause that will not only help you build, but will become close friends the more time you spend with them. Flowstone Saga will start to build in the second half of the year 2023. Up next in the number 9 spot we have Plushie from the Sky, an anime Souls-like action JRPG as you play as a little angel who's fallen down from the sky and is finding her way home. Embark on a dreamy action adventure as you soar across the sky and explore the mystery of the fantasy world. This game looks so cute and wacky, not something that you'd normally put under the Souls-like genre, but it has everything that you'd normally see gameplay wise that focuses on perfect dodges, block and parry abilities, and massive over-the-top boss fights. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this one plays out, as it's really taken my fancy. I mean, come on, plushies are so adorable that automatically knocks it up a few pegs. Plushie from the Sky will be falling down at some point in 2023.
When a samurai loses his master.
Up next at the number 8 spot, we have the amazing looking Ronin, Samurai Redemption, a third-player action combat RPG where the player utilises the skills of the three Ronin to fight monsters, solve mysteries, and collect mystical keys to unlock magical powers in the ultimate showdown against darkness. Three samurai whose master was framed for disgrace in the High Court and ordered to kill himself are now alone. Instead of accepting the same fate, the samurai swore an oath and vengeance and became Ronin. I've always been a huge fan of old Japanese culture, and it would have been seen as a disgrace to not only accept death, but seeing as these are now the only ones who can save the land, I'm sure the people will no longer see them as Ronin by the end, but saviours if they can take down the Angel of Death. Ronin Samurai Redemption will be looking for revenge in August 2023. Let's keep this party going now with number 7, Fairy Fencer R Refrain Chord, a turn-based combat JRPG as you need to help Fang and the gang as you discover music is 1 the cure and 2 the destruction of the world. The combat looks very similar to that of Fire Emblem Three Houses, and that was a truly unique, amazing game, so I'm really hoping that they've taken that as a base and added the extras, like the whole concept of music. The muses can create different areas on the map that will either buff or apply a debuff to your crew, making for even more tactical plays, and you'll always have to think 2 steps ahead. Fairy Fencer F Refrain Chord will be here to give us a concert on the 23rd of May 2023. Let's take a look at number 6 with the adorable looking WitchSpring R, a story-driven JRPG combining elements of collecting, simulation, and battling. Experience the joy of training a young witch and accompany her on a grand adventure. Play as Pieberry, a white-haired, bunny-eared witch growing up in a forest filled with monsters. She longs to venture among humans, but she can't find a way to the outside world, until an unexpected event happens which allows our story to begin. Train Pieberry in all kinds of skills to make her more powerful. Your choices decide her future growth as you collect and fuse various magic ingredients to feed unneeded nutrients to Pieberry's staff to upgrade it in the direction you wish to choose. It won't just be a simple upgrade path, you get to choose what kind of combat you follow for the game. Pieberry isn't just cute in name, she's cute in nature as well. She just wants to explore the human world and become part of it. So learn to dress up as a human and sneak into local villages. Just make sure not to get caught, they might not like witches around these parts. WitchSpring R will be ready for some adventure at some point in 2023. And in the number 5 spot, we have a complete remaster of two legendary JRPG adventures with Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remaster, Gate of Ruin, and Dunen Unification Wars. That was a mouthful of a title. Two pixel action-adventure JRPGs that have been given a complete rework from graphics, animations, sound, and much more. A once renowned hero turns into a violent tyrant, and an empire falls into a decline. A liberation army is rising up in an act of rebellion against the oppressive rule. One by one, the 108 stars of destiny gather to shape the course of history. Play as the hero to ensure the land's safety and allow peace to once again come back to the lands. Anyone who's played these games in the 90s will be able to go through it once again, and I'm sure that they're already hoping that it's really done the game justice, because any remaster can sometimes fall flat on its head. Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remaster will be with us at some point in 2023. Let's take a look at number 4 now, as we have Atelier Marie Remake, The Alchemist of Salberg, a self-proclaimed leisurely adventure JRPG. Failing student Marie pursues alchemy, adventures and quests while aiming to graduate in 5 years. Alta Marie, the origin of all of the Atelier series, has been remade with new elements from the ground up. Marie is failing in her attempts to study alchemy. One day, she is given an Altair by a professor, as part of the special graduation exam. In order to graduate, Marie must complete an item that will impress her professor. But first, Marie must strive to improve her alchemy skills, collect ingredients, and earn money to hire adventurers to buy recipes and utensils. Add all of that together, including the battles and quests she must undertake, and it's clear that she has a lot to do before she's even ready for the exam. As I said at the start, the game has been remade from the ground up with new graphics, new character designs uplifted to a modern system, as every character is now 3D compared to the 2D of the original, and a great new inclusion of Unlimited mode, which allows you to play at a more relaxed pace. And the addition of new events that enable interactions with new characters, you can further enjoy the world of Atelier Marie. Start the adventure again in Atelier Marie, The Alchemist of Salberg, on the 13th of July 2023.
Your choices shape the world.
Moving along now to the next game, in at number 3 we have Loop 8, Summer of Gods, a coming-of-age JRPG. As a new arrival in a 1980s rural Japanese town with a mysterious ability to loop time, your every decision and relationship will affect the outcome of battles against the invading Kegai. Build bonds with Ashihara's residents while protecting the town from the ever-present threat of the Kegai, repeating the cycle to uncover how your everyday actions impact your battles in the underworld, and vice versa. Loop 8's emotionally driven AI system responds to every action you take and decision that you make. Characters' emotions and stories will vary greatly based on your choices, making each playthrough wholly unique. My favourite game ever is Persona 5, and part of that is the way that you can build relationships with people, and different events will happen depending on how far you take those relationships. Loop 8 seems to have a very similar style with the ability to build them relationships. I can't wait to jump in and meet all the people around and see exactly what events will happen. Head back in time again, and again, and again, and again, and again, in Loop 8 Summer of Gods on the 6th of June 2023. Jumping into the number 2 spot, we have Sword Art Online, Last Recollection. The latest game to be released based on the popular anime manga. The game is an action-adventure JRPG where you play as the lead character, Karuto, and venture with your friends in the virtual underworld where the end is imminent. The Underworld's war pits the human realm against the Dark Territory in a fight for their lives. Amidst the chaos, a mysterious Dark Knight flies from the Dark Territory with a young girl. Is she the key to a bright future, or will she seal everyone's tragic fate? This is a accumulation of the Sword Art Online game series, featuring high-speed battles, MMO-like multiplayer, and over 40 playable characters, and the largest number of unique endings in all the games. I've played a handful of the Sword Art Online games, and I've always enjoyed them, some more than others, as I'm not always a massive fan of the arcs, but this one looks awesome, and I can't wait to get into it and get back into the world. If you're a lover of the source material, I'm sure that you'll love this one. Head back into the headset in Sword Art Online, Lost Recollection, on the 5th of October 2023.
The very picture of a hero.
Why?
And finally, the moment of truth, taking the #1 spot on the list of all the upcoming JRPGs, we have The Legend of Heroes: Trails into the Reverie, a party-based combat action adventure as 3 different legends are about to unfold, determine the fates of Ronin, Lloyd, and the mysterious sea in a climactic chapter of the Legend of Heroes series. A game which will finally be finishing the stories of multiple different arcs from within the one game series. Experience 3 different arcs and switch between them at any time with the Crossroads system. Plus, discover side episodes to fully flesh out characters in the world of Zamora. Enter the True Reverie Corridor, which allows you to encounter and recruit new characters from across Zamora. Enter randomly generated dungeons to test your mettle, and play a variety of different minigames. I'm a huge fan of the Legend of Heroes series, and I can say that I've never been disappointed with any of the games that I've played so far, so I can't wait to jump into this one and finally see the ending of multiple arcs all in one go. These games normally give you hours of story and a load of little side quests to complete, so it's really worth every single penny that you might pay. The Legend of Heroes: Trails into the Reverie will finish off the story on the 7th of July 2023. And that's it for all the games. Thank you for staying around until the end, and I'll catch you next time. Bye bye!